Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Thursday. How's everybody doing on this Thursday afternoon? How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week going? Shout out to the folks in the chat. How we all feeling today? How we all doing? Hopefully you're all doing well. Tomorrow's the 4th. Hopefully everybody has has a bunch of plans. You all got something going on your day off. Hopefully you're getting an extra day off. Hopefully it's a nice relaxing week, nice relaxing evening, despite how the Yankees have been doing. Hopefully you can go out and still enjoy your day, right? Even with the Yankees not playing as well and losing a bunch of games as of late. But let's see what happens tonight. I'm going to put a poll out there. I meant to make a poll, but I totally forgot. But I want to get everybody's thoughts on this. So go ahead and vote in the poll. I just put it out there. But we'll get into today's lineup. We'll talk a little bit of Yankees news. So there's been actually there's been some news, not like big news, right? The Yankees signed infielder Nicky Lopez, who was a Gold Glove finalist in 2024. They signed him to a minor league deal. He's like a defensive specialist. What does this mean? I don't know. Is this mean another? Is this a setup for another move, or is this just another name to add to the piece? Just a depth piece on the team. I mean, we'll see. But that was a small move that the Yankees made. So there's that move that was announced today, and also earlier today, infielder C.J. Alexander, who was DFA'd, was claimed off waivers by the Los Angeles Dodgers. So C.J. Alexander now is a member of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So those are your couple of pieces of news right there. But let me say what's up to the chat real quick. I want to see who is in the chat. I know there's a few of you. We got Katie in the building. She is first in the building. What's up, Katie? Desiree, what is up, Desiree? Evan, what's going on? Jonathan, what's up? Sunil, what's up? What's up, Jake? How's it going? How are we doing? Who else is in the building? We got Daniel Berry in the building. What is up, Daniel Berry? What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. But we got a few folks in the chat. We'll wait for some more people to come in. But like I said, that was your piece of news. They signed Nicky Lopez to a minor league deal. He's supposed to be a defensive specialist. His bat is not anything special, but that's your deal, folks. That's right there. So what up there, Jacob Frederick? How's it going? What is going on? And we got Robert in the building too. Yeah, and we'll talk about that, Jake. I just I don't get it either. We'll talk about the lineup, but last night's game. I mean, I got to talk about last night's game real quick. What up to TC? What up, man? What's going on, bro? How you doing, dude? But last night's game, though, I remember, we were all watching it, right? We were all tuning in. We were all watching it. Despite the Yankees losing, they've already lost the series, right? So hopefully they don't get swept. Clark Schmidt's going to be on the mound. And for the Blue Jays, it's going to be Chris Bassett. But the Yankees were down. They were down 8-0 at one point. They were down 8-0 at one point, and we thought, okay, game over. Like, it's just going to be a long freaking game. It's going to be a long evening. But, the good thing about last night, because the bats with the offense has been absolutely atrocious, right? It's been bad. Like, they can't hit balls or score runs to save their life. Last night, the bats came alive. And I'm not trying to excuse the Yankees' performance as of late, but last night was, in a way, it was encouraging. I mean, the fact that these guys were down 8-0, typically the Yankees don't make any sort of comeback. They don't. We all know that. When they're down 8-0, it only gets worse. Oh, snap. We got the chef in the building. What up, chef? Folks have been looking for you, chef. They're trying to get food ideas. And we got Carlos St. Clair in the building too. What's up? Make sure you all hit the like button. Hit that subscribe if you're new. Share this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. Well, last night it was really encouraging to see the bats come through and put up a fight, which is something that the Yankees have not been doing, right? They have not been putting up a fight. When they're down, they're down. They're down for the count. They're knocked out. Mike Tyson punch. They're knocked out. They're not getting back up. But last night they kept battling, and yes, a loss is a loss. The thing is, though, it was encouraging to see that the bats are there. They came alive. They tied it up, but unfortunately, in the ninth, it just or in the bottom of the eighth, should I say? Devin Williams, unfortunately, and I'm not, and kudos to Devin Williams. He's been a lot better as of late, but that game last night, he had that wild pitch, and that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. And then, the bats couldn't do anything in the top of the ninth. So, and I see a few other folks coming in. Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? What's going on? And Brooklyn's in the house. What's up, Susan? What's going on? But again, I like the fact that the bats are, made it known that they're alive, and they came through when it truly mattered, but they still fell short. Hopefully tonight they can come through in the clutch. They can, come through and not get swept, because getting swept sucks as it is. And the Yankees are already off to an 0-2 start in the month of July. It would suck for them to go 0-3, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tonight. TC's, what up, Antonio? And we got TC saying offense hits, pitching sucks, pitching does well, hitting sucks. Nothing goes right for this team. This team doesn't have what it takes to turn it around. I mean, it depends on what kind of moves they make at the deadline, and who knows what they're looking at. I know for sure they're going to be looking at some bullpen arms. John Heyman is linking the Yankees to some third base options such as Ryan McMahon, IKF, Cabrian Hayes. Are these attractive names? You tell me. But one thing is for sure, when it comes to the infield, I want Jazz back at second base. End of story. I want Jazz back at second. That's where he belongs. It's not that he can't play third base. Sure, he could play third base, right? But he's much better at second. Put him where he's best. His numbers show it too. His numbers are better at second base than they are at third base. So he belongs at second base, and he should be at second base today. I mean, and Peraza's in the lineup, but Peraza's playing second base. Peraza could play third base, no problem. Put Jazz at second. The infield is just going to look so much better, right? I mean, defensively, the infield has been a little bit of a problem. It has been, really the only bright spot is Paul Goldschmidt. You put Jazz back at second, it does improve that infield. Volpe makes, let's just say this, like, he makes good plays, but sometimes the decision making is not always there. Especially in that game again where he made the stop and he saved the ball going into the outfield. He made a terrible throw to third. But there's got to be some better decision making when it comes to Volpe. So, there needs to be some changes in the infield, no doubt, and it has to start with Jazz going back to second base. And I know some folks like it recently. There was a talk, and I forget what the conversation was, of like playing players at a different position. But there was that conversation a couple of years ago. There was complaints about the fan base and how the players play out of position, and fans were complaining about this. Now it's like, there was and once again, I apologize, but I forget what the conversation was about. But they were talking about, a certain player playing a certain position, but then we're talking. Here we were a couple of years ago talking about the Yankees playing guys out of position, and now some fans are okay with it. I don't get it. I really don't. What's up, Robert? How's it going? Well, tonight's a must-win for the Yankees, or else they're going to lose possession of first place. Right now, I believe they're tied for first place. But if they continue playing the way they are and they don't turn it around, I mean, they could, the Yankees could, they could be a second place team for the rest of the season, make it make it to the postseason as a wild card team. Which, I mean, great, they make it as a wild card team. That's great, but I want these guys to win the division. Yeah, TC. I mean, they need a third baseman. They need a shortstop, but I mean, again, who's going to take Volpe's place? I mean, they're not going to get 2 bats. They're probably going to get just 1 bat, if I had to guess. But they need to figure this out. They need to turn it around sooner or later. I don't know what needs to be done, right? I wish I was in the room with those guys to to see what to see what they're discussing, what they're talking about, what their game plan is. I mean, I'm not okay with it, TC, but who do you put at shortstop though, right? I mean, you could put Peraza in there, but he's not a better he's a better glove, but he's not a better hitter than Volpe. I mean, which is crazy to say. Defensively, for defensive purposes, I'd rather have Peraza. LI's in the building. Beagle Dad, welcome back. Welcome back. Hopefully you had a good trip. I know you sent me some pictures. Looks like you had a great time. So welcome back. But I like the defense. I like the defense. I like the defense of Peraza. I love the defense of Peraza. We know that. We've talked about it a handful of times. So, but his bat isn't any better, which is another complaint that us as a fan base have been talking about, is the bat. All right, you know what, man? Li, here you go again, trying to be condescending. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm not playing no more. But anyway, let's get back to the conversation here. So let's talk about the lineup. What's up, Lou? Like I was saying, I like Peraza's defense. The defense is great, but it's the bat. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and what up, Lou? I see Lou in the building. What's going on? Let's talk about the lineup. Let's see here. Whoops. I don't even have the lineup up. Hold on. I got you, folks. Don't worry. Yeah, nah, I just didn't. I just didn't even entertain it this time. I'm just like, you know what? We're done. That's there. It wasn't going to be a strike one. It's immediate. So mess around and find out. I give you plenty of chances. You want to screw it up? Not my problem. All right. So anyway, folks, Trent Grisham leading off. He'll be playing center field. Ben Rice is batting second. He'll be playing first base. Aaron Judge is batting third. He'll be DHing in today's game. Cody Bellinger batting fourth. He'll be playing right field. So at the cleanup spot, Jazz Chisholm Jr. is batting fifth. He'll be playing third base. Jason Dominguez batting sixth. He'll be playing left field. Anthony Volpe batting seventh. He'll be playing shortstop. Austin Wells is at the dish. He's back in today's lineup. Good to see him back. I'm glad he's okay, right? Health-wise, there was a little bit of a scare there with him, but I'm glad he's back. And Oswald Peraza is batting ninth. He'll be playing second base. And on the mound today, folks, it is Clark Schmidt, quadruple D. What's going on? I don't know why Stanton's not in the lineup. Couldn't tell you. Yeah, I agree. I'm not Grisham leading off. It's kind of getting old. He hasn't really been producing at the leadoff spot. He's been striking out more or less as of late. So as of right now, it's like Dominguez has proven himself that he could hit. Right, he's proving that he has the potential. So I think right now he's probably the best option. But I like Dominguez at the leadoff spot. But let's see who we got. Boone has a low. Well, I don't know about that, TC. Yeah, good. It's good to have Austin Wells back in the lineup. I know his bat hasn't been great, but he does call a good game at the plate. There's no denying that. And I'm going to go ahead and just say it one more. I'll just go ahead and say this if I haven't said it already. If Austin Wells committed a catcher interference, he wouldn't have done it 2 games in a row. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Nah, I don't want Jazz leading off. I like Jazz in the 4 or 5 spot. I like Bellinger at the 4 spot. Judge is perfect at the 3 spot. Stop moving him out of the 3 spot. He's perfect at 3. Yeah, I listen. I don't always agree. I don't always agree with how these lineups come out. It's a different lineup every day. Every night. Yeah, it's just like roll the dice, or it's like musical chairs. But like I keep saying, one thing that should be a consistent is that Judge should be batting third every single game. End of story. That I just feel he hits best there. I entertain the idea of Judge batting second. I was open to it, but as the season was going on, as the games were being played, I just like Judge at third. Volpe, I mean, he's batting 7th. I suppose you put him anywhere in the 7, 8, 9 lineup. I mean, it doesn't matter. You put him in any of those. Just bat him in the bottom of the lineup, whether it's 7, 8, or 9. You don't bat him any higher. Personally, I like him batting 8th or 9th. That's just me, right? But the 7 through 9 is going to be a little bit of a concern for me in tonight's lineup. We got Miss 1000 in the building. What's up, Margaret? She says it's been a rough week. I only hope they can pull this game off. Love the Yankees. I mean, we all love the Yankees. I mean, win or lose, I mean, I'm still going to root for this team. I mean, they are frustrating to watch at times, but I'm still going to root for this team. I'm not a fair weather fan. I don't just root for them only when they win championships, but I also have my expectations. I may not go on a yelling tirade and start cursing them out, but I do have my concerns. I don't know about the turf there, Susan. I mean, the Yankees have played many games in Toronto, so I'm not, I know it sucks, playing on AstroTurf. I believe that's what they play on, right? They've played there many times. I'm not going to use that as an excuse. King Metro, first time seeing you in the chat. What's going on, King Metro? Welcome. What's going on? You think we win today? I hope, man. Go vote in the poll. So at TC, we've all been saying this. I'd rather DJ play at third base. and put Jazz back at second. I've been saying this. I know a lot of fans have been saying this. I want Jazz back at second. I don't know, Yasin. I would love to. I would love to have Aaron Boone come on the show, come on the channel. I would love to ask him some questions. You're welcome there, King Metro. What's going on, dude? What's going on? Yasin, they're not injured though. Well, there's no reason to put them on the IL. Grisham, they weren't sure. They wanted to wait. You know, they didn't want to just call somebody up for no reason. So I mean, they weren't sure about the severity of Grisham's hamstring, but it sounds like it's fine. I mean, he came in and pinch hit last night. Wells, he just needed a few days off because of his visit to the doctor because something about a potential blood clot, and which that's dangerous. But they're back. There was no reason to put them on the IL though. If it wasn't anything severe, it's fine. I'll ask him the questions. I'll ask him the questions for sure if he was ever on the show. Maybe one day when I get bigger. We'll see. But all right, so let's get into these predictions, people. Let's talk about these predictions. For those of you that are new, all right, I do pre-games, and I ask folks for predictions. There's a series of questions that I ask, and I just want and folks in the chat answer it. So when it comes to Clarke Schmidt, what is your prediction for Clarke Schmidt tonight? Drop your predictions. Hopefully it's not giving up 8 runs in the first inning. Although Clarke Schmidt's been solid this season, I don't think we could deny that. I know he had that rough outing against the Athletics last Saturday. I mean, that was a rare outing for him. He's got a 4-4 record with a 3.09 ERA, but I wouldn't pay too much attention to that. You got to keep in mind there's been games where he was taken out and he didn't get the decision for a winner or loss, right? But he's been pitching so much better this season. I think we can all agree on that. But let's see your predictions for Clarke Schmidt. Let's check it. Give me your predictions, people. Petrucci's coming in with 7 strikeouts. Margaret, I don't watch foul play. Do you mean foul territory or is it foul play? Yasin is going 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. I think that's a fair prediction. 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. Katie coming through for her score prediction. Perfect game for Clarke Schmidt. One could wish. I think he shows up for us today. He's been doing great in the month of June, except for his last game. Right, exactly. Yeah, it's just kind of like what I was saying against the Athletics. He didn't pitch well. My boy Chef Nick is saying hopefully a complete game if his dad Aaron will allow him to. Yeah, I mean, it's going to fall on him. He's got the thing with Schmidt. He's such a good pitcher. The only issue with him is just getting that final strike. He starts off like 0-2, and then before you know it, it's a full count, and then he can't get batters out. But like I said, he's been looking better. He's been looking a lot better this season. But that's the only thing I'll say about Clarke Schmidt. So you're only giving Schmidt 3 1/3, 6 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Okay, 75 to 80 pitches. So no hope for Schmidt from Sunil. Lou is going 5 innings, 4 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Jonathan's going 5 2/3, 2 runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. I could see something like that. Dude, you're like clockwork, I don't know why that is, but it's like Amazon Prime and Saturday games. It never fails. It never fails. You're absolutely right about that, Cold Italian. Carlos St. Clair is going 7. I think he meant to say 7 innings, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. 6 innings, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, gives up 3 runs. That's a fair one. 6 innings, 3 runs, 3 strikeouts. Dang, only 3 strikeouts? Okay. Your nephew's podcast? Wait, who's your nephew? Is he on Foul Territory? Or he watches them? What's up there, Dev? 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, 3 walk, 3 runs. Robert thinks that Schmidt's going to get rocked. 5 strikeouts, 4 2/3. Yeah, for sure. Robert Boom is going 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, 3 runs. Yeah, I mean, based on how the Blue Jays have been hitting and based on how the Yankees pitching has been, my prediction for Clark Schmidt, and if I had to, maybe I'm being generous here, but I'm going to give Clark Schmidt 5 2/3 innings, and I think he'll strike out 4, walk 2, and I think he'll give up 3 runs. So 5 2/3, strikes out 4, gives up a couple of walks and 3 runs. Oh, no way. That's cool. That is really cool. Nice. That's pretty awesome, Margaret. That's gotta be cool. Nice. Jasmine D's going 7 innings, 2 runs, 8 strikeouts. He turns 2. The Yankees turn 2 double plays and 3 walks. Okay. What's up, Jasmine? Jasmine's in the building. I saw her prediction. Nice. And yeah, I mean, Boone's been pretty pissed off. He's been pretty pissed. Boone's been pissed. So I expected him to get ejected last night. Honestly, if he gets ejected tonight, I will not be surprised. If he does get ejected, I'll say probably late in the game, 6th or 7th inning. I'll say that. And Desiree says 43 people in here. Hit that like. Make sure you all hit the thumbs up there, folks. It does really help out the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. It does really help out the channel. Thank you to all the new subscribers. It does mean the world to me. So let's continue growing this channel out. And it's over is in the building. What's up? They're saying the Jays brought in a new hitting coach with experience from both Dodgers and Twins organization. It's already showing. With that pedigree, their offense might be tougher than ever to shut down. The bats have been really good. I mean, I don't think I need to mention I don't think I need to mention George Springer, who's always been a nightmare against the Yankees, unfortunately. But we'll see how Clark Schmidt does tonight. But right now, the Yankees pitching staff overall, not great. Right? It hasn't been great. Yes, we know the bullpen has been taxed. They gotta. I mean, I know I said they got to get 2 arms for the bullpen, but I would say, hey, go you got to get I would say a 3rd arm too. I think they're gonna need 3 arms. Carlos, yes, I am calling the game. Yeah, Springer and Barger, Addison Barger. That's another guy right on that team who's been hitting. Jimenez has been hitting their second baseman. It's like these bats come alive. It's Barger. Yeah, Jake, it's been it's been a little bit of a concern. I mean, again, the bullpens needs to be addressed. Um, through I mean, from April through June, well, April through May, and you could say June too. I mean, the bullpen's been able to they've been able to hold it down. They've been able to hold it down, but it was still one of those things where I'm just like, it still needs to get addressed because it's not gonna necessarily last, but it still needs to get addressed. You were hoping Jake Cousins would come back. Unfortunately, that did not happen. He's out for the season, right? I like Jake Cousins. There's some bright spots in the bullpen, but there needs to be some arms added, and I believe that Cashman will get those arms. And we talk about all these names, but watch it be a name that we don't expect. It's in typical fashion, but luckily, the Yankees have Matt Blake. I don't know about you all. I trust Matt Blake. He does a fantastic job with the pitching, so with the arms. So I trust Matt Blake. Yeah, Chef. They did bring up Clayton Beater. Last night he got called up. They DFA'd Jeff Hartlett, and they signed Nicky Lopez to a minor league deal. I feel you, man. I know you might have been out of the loop, but it's because you're too busy cooking. Too busy cooking, man. You're trying to make other people happy. Hamilton and Hill. Yeah, well, I mean, Susan, I know. We kind of went back and forth on this, but I think Tim Hill has actually been. Yes, he gave up that home run last night, but outside of that, he's been looking. He's looked fantastic. I mean, he struggled in the beginning of the season, but his ERA was below 3. I don't know where it is now, but it was below 3. And Shia, my boy Ace Avenue in the building. What's up, my boy? Yo, what up, man? I'm assuming you're going live for the game, right, Ace? I think you're going live. You're going to call the game tonight. Yeah, but as of late, he's been a lot better. In the beginning of the season, no doubt, he was struggling. There was a little bit of a concern there. Ian Hamilton is a big concern for me, although he had a good outing yesterday, which was rare. Ace says his stream is set. Cool, man. Cool. As I always say, if you ain't subscribed to the Ace Avenue, what are you doing? You better question yourselves. All right, let's keep going with these predictions. How many double plays did the Yankees hit into? What do we got for double plays? How do we feel about double plays tonight? I don't even know. Did the Yankees hit into one double play last night, if I'm not mistaken? I think it was one. But how do we feel about tonight? Like, how many double plays did they hit into tonight? Ace, realistically, I wouldn't be surprised. Man. 4 double plays by Volpe, Beagle says. That's hilarious. 3 double plays, Volpe from Sue. Oh, my God. Volpe's always getting smashed up in here. 2 double plays, 1 from Volpe and Peraza. Katie says, no, they won't, so she's got faith. Brian, the question's been being asked the whole entire chat. From folks, I'm asking that question too. I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you. I really do. I wish I had a connection with the Yankees front office. I wish I was in the room with those guys. I wish I had an answer for you. I don't know. Do they not trust these guys to play third base? Do they trust Jazz that much? No idea. Triple play by Volpe, and we'll throw the runner out in the outfield if they steal. That's funny. Yeah, I understand, Susan. I understand. But yeah, I think Yankees. You know what? I'm gonna say they're gonna hit into 2 double plays. That's my prediction. Wow, Robert's giving up. He's giving up, sticking up for Volpe too. Wow, that's crazy. Because you were one of the Volpe defenders, man. Hey, like I said, I understand. Yeah, I mean, listen, if I ever get Boone on, that would be pretty cool. But if not, it is what it is. I don't think it's lack of confidence, Susan. I think it's just he gets in his own head. I don't think it's a lack of confidence because there's times where he does make good plays. I think it's in his head. So I think it's all in his head. That's what I think. All right, Carlos is going three double plays. Any other double play predictions? Drop your double play predictions. We'll move on to the home run calls. Overconfidence. I think it's just mental. Like I said, I think he's just in his own head. That's what I think. Yeah, again, yeah, he gets in his own head, Jake. It's a mental thing. I'm not going to say that's right there in front of us. Usually, I just slam the table. That's all I do. He won a Gold Glove in his rookie year. I remember so many people made a big deal about it. I mean, great. It was great. It's a great feeling. Listen, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to bash that. But yeah. But why? What if would a guy who's a Gold Glover? Why does he have these mental errors? I mean, I get once in a while you make an error, but it just seems like more often than not he is making some bad decisions. So we're in year three. You know what I mean? We're in year three, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So let's get into these home run predictions, people. What do we got for home runs? Who's hitting a home run today? Well, I think Volpe's going to need more than a day off. I think you need to give that guy a few days off, honestly. But who's your home run calls today, folks? Who do we got for home runs? Carlos St. Clair saying Judge and Jazz. I agree, Susan. He needs to be demoted, but who do you put in his place that could field and hit? Rodney says no one. What up, Rodney? No one hits a home run, he says. Tough to say. Offense is too inconsistent, but I'll go Judge. I mean, Judge is always on my home run prediction. Judge, Jazz, and Big G off the bench. Bellinger, Wells, and Judge. Okay, so Robert going to Wells. Judge and Vladdy tonight. I also have a home run bingo tonight for 4 picks. Judge, Vladdy, Soto, Otani for a $50 Amazon gift card. Okay. Right, exactly, Susan. That's the problem. What the Yankees need to do is put Dominguez batting first and leave him batting first. Whereas Anthony Volpe, I give up on him. Well, hey, look, listen. If Lombard Jr., I mean, he's moving up. He's making some waves. You know what I mean? If he's able to continue making those waves, I can't wait till he gets called up. But once again, when it comes to when it comes to Yankees prospects coming up to the major league level, I'm always going to manage my expectations. And I've been seeing the comments with Dominguez should lead off. I've been hearing that in the offseason. And listen, I understand where folks were coming from, but it was one of those things where, hey, let this guy show that he can hit, and he's got the potential to, he got the potential to hit. By all means, go for it. I'm all for it. Yeah, but then what happens with Grisham? I mean, what happens with Bellinger, right? I mean, you got Bellinger and Grisham that are both Gold Glovers. Those guys' defense you need that defense in the outfield. Oh, snap. Andrew Dang, my man Andrew Dang coming through with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. You are the man. Thank you. He says, hey, everyone, God bless. Rest in peace to Liverpool player that died in a car accident. He just got engaged with his wife. I was praying just for the world to stay strong. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I heard about that Liverpool soccer player. So condolences to the family. And sad story. But thank you for the generous giveaway there, sir. I don't know. Not this season. No, I don't think they call him up this season. The only guy really, the guy that I see calling up this season so far would be Spencer Jones, but that's only when the rosters expand. There's no way they're gonna call up Lombard Jr. Maybe they call him up next season. But he could get called up 2026. Not necessarily to start the season, but I could see him getting called up 2026. That's a possibility. But home run calls, people, I'm going to go Judge and I'm going to go Judge and Jazz. I'll go Judge and Jazz tonight. I got Judge and Jazz. Do I think Cash would trade for another shortstop? I maybe. Possibly. Maybe they, when the offseason comes around, maybe they explore who's out there in terms of trade or free agent. So home run predictions from Yasin, Judge, Rice, and Bellinger, Judge, Vlad, and Rice. Okay, from Beagle. Yeah, Bo Bichette, I wouldn't mind him. Honestly, I wouldn't mind Bo Bichette. I really wouldn't. But what other home run predictions do we have? Oh, you got the folks in the chat hitting home runs there, Snell. That's cool. Yeah, you can. I don't care. Go for it. My thoughts on the Knicks hiring Mike Brown to be the next head coach. We'll see what happens. He's been to the NBA Finals. He's been, he's won a couple of championships. Maybe he's the guy that takes it to that extra step, the next level. We'll just have to wait and see. Bo Bichette, I want to say I think he's on the IL. I remember he did get hurt. I know he hasn't played at all in this series. So I don't know if it's injury or he's got right knee discomfort is what it is there, TC. Right knee discomfort. So this was a tweet that was put out today. It says Bo Bichette is going through a full pregame today and has a good chance to play tomorrow. Likely off the so he could be available off the bench tonight. So there's your answer. Spencer Joe's called up in a few weeks. I don't see it. You could very well be right, but I don't see it, man. I really don't. What's up, Ronald? How's it going? TC says I'll still take him over Volpe. I think there's a few fans that would there, man. Yeah, well, I don't think Anthony. Last I checked, I don't think Anthony Santander is. I don't even know if he's necessarily having a good season. What is his stat line? I'm just curious now, because I remember a lot of Yankees fans were wanting the Yankees to sign this guy in the offseason. I mean, his slash line is he's batting 179 with an on-base percentage of 273, OPS of 577. I mean, based on those numbers, I don't think it's great. You let me know what you think, but those numbers aren't great. What's up, Jared? Realistic Yankee fan. What's up? He says, no bright side for this team under Cashman. It sucks to be a Yankee fan. Well, you might get your wish after 2026 because his contract is up. Whether or not he signs a new deal, that remains to be seen. But I could see a scenario where he could step down as GM and serve as something else, have a different position within the Yankee organization. Who takes over as GM? You tell me. You tell me. What's up there, Joseph? What's going on? All right, let's get into these score predictions. What's tonight's score going to be, people? Let's get into these score predictions. Final score of tonight's game. Let me know. Yankees winning or losing? What do we got? What up, Sco? Jake is going 8-3 Blue Jays. And it looks like I got 56 votes, and 62% of you said that the Yankees are going to get swept. So not a lot of confidence there, and I understand. 7-3 Yankees. I don't know about his daughter there, Susan. I have no idea. That's a good question. 5-4 from Beagle. 9-6 from Jared. His daughter has a show on, yes. Okay. So she has her own show on, yes, but does she work for like the Yankees organization? Is she like part of that, part of their I guess front office? 8-4 Blue Jays. Katie's going 10-2. Joseph is going 5-2. Yo, I can't wait for the rematch either, man. Hit the like for NFE, not the Yankees. Yeah, I appreciate it, Desiree. 4-game sweep. Sunil said 16-3. Yeah, you were off your score yesterday there, dude. Can we say nepotism? Yeah, I mean, safe to say. She's an employee of the Yankees, not front. All right, well, so she has a show on Yes Network. That's about it. So she doesn't work like with the cash with her dad and the rest of the employees. 9-8 from Rodney. Are you going Yankees or Blue Jays? What do we got? Yeah, 9-8. Who? Yeah, I'm just gonna say Yankees and Blue Jays brawl today. That would be fun. I'm gonna say what do I want to say? I'm gonna say 9-7. Take your pick. One of those teams. That's how the game is gonna end. 9-7. Yeah, for sure, Sunil. I got you. Realistic Yankee fan says a stupid daughter. So you think she's gonna be the GM if Cashman is not the GM? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, he's pitched well against the Yankees. I mean, let's see. Chris Bassett. He's got a 7-4 record, 4.29 ERA, 93 strikeouts, 25 walks. He's got a whip of 1.36. If we're looking at the lineup versus Chris Bassett, yeah, Bellinger has had 9 at-bats. Batting average not so great. Jazz Chisholm, 9 at-bats. He's hit pretty well against him. Dominguez in a short sample size, 3 at-bats. He's hit against him. Goldschmidt, 9 at-bats, batting .444. That's looking good. Grisham, not so great. Judge has done pretty well, batting .294 against him. Giancarlo Stanton has had 4 at-bats. What a 500 batting average. I mean, again, not a lot of at-bats. Volpe has 12, and yeah, that number's not so great. Rice has had 6 at-bats, and he's done pretty well up to this point. Wells, 8 at-bats with a .250 batting average. I mean, it's all right. So there's a few guys in this lineup that could potentially hit Bassett. Are they going to be able to? I don't know. But yeah, I think tonight's game is going to be 9-7. Again, it goes either way. So 9-7. That's what I'm sticking with. All right. Last but not least, everybody's favorite. What do we got for food? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? What's everybody eating? Or do y'all have no appetite? John is going sirloin steak. Nice. Can't go wrong with a sirloin steak. Okay, what else is for dinner? What are you all eating for the game? A turkey sandwich for Jared. Ronnie says he can't eat. Crab with pasta from Jasmine. You starve? I mean, you could starve yourself. I won't. Tube steak from Egyptian. Okay. Carvel? Nice. Carvel is good, bro. I haven't had Carvel in years. Wawa, sub and cheese and mac. Cool. Oh, we don't want you to lose it there, Susan. I could go for a flying saucer. Veal parm over pini. Okay. I got you, Jake. Yeah, they could take over first easily. Yeah, with a win tonight. That's Yankees fall to second place. Big time. You just ate earlier rice with spam ham, again, sausage and egg. Sounds like a little breakfast. Breakfast, lunch mix, brunch. What other choices do we have for dinner? I had some IHOP this morning. I was in the mood for chicken strips and pancakes, and tasted pretty good. Actually hit the spot. Yeah, could put them at third. Could put them at third in third place. You're right. Grilled cheese and cucumber salad. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, Susan, go to IHOP this weekend. You can never go wrong with their pancakes, man. Robert says spam, spam, spam. Indian food, just not sure yet. Well, it's not Monday, so it won't be something vegetarian, right there, Sunil? What else is for dinner? Where's the chef? Is the chef still in the building? What's he cooking up? So 57 votes and 61% of you said that the Yankees get swept. So most of you are not feeling rotten bread because the Yankees suck. Cucumber salad for Joseph. Mondays is typically vegetarian only. Other days, non-vegetarian. Okay. Yeah, I remember you said that. Spoiled milk. Well, let's hope you don't land in the hospital. Pretty sad prediction. Yeah. Yeah, but Yankees gotta win this game tonight. I mean, they can't get swept. They can't lose possession in first place. You can only rely on so long on like other teams to lose so you could be in first place, but you gotta start winning some games. And the All-Star break couldn't come soon enough. They gotta survive these next couple of weeks. Chili Mac from Carlos St. Clair, nice. Yeah, Jake, sadly. That's what I was saying, Jared. That's what I was saying. Verdugo got released, so he'd fit right in. Yeah, the Yankees would have signed him in the offseason if they really wanted him back. Well, hopefully it's a surprise. Hopefully we get surprised tonight. Because Yankees desperately need this win. Like I said, to start off the month of July, they're already 0-2. So not off to a great start. I know it was a joke there, Egyptian. I know. I know it was a joke. Yeah, Susan, he was good defensively. His bat sucked though, no doubt. He made a difference in left field last season defensively. There was no denying that, but his bat was terrible. 8-3 Blue Jays from Robert. Yeah, and their schedule in July, it's not going to be easy. They're gonna play Toronto again at the end of the month in Rogers Center. They're gonna make a second trip to Toronto. The schedule makers, I don't know what they were thinking. Then they got the Subway Series starting tomorrow, and they're gonna play the Phillies this month, the Cubs. They're playing the Mariners, right? So, I'm not taking any of these teams lightly at all. So there should be games that they should win. Question is, are they going to? Yeah, well, Judge's years, man. I mean, he's trying to make everything happen. I mean, they're trying to win. I don't think they're trying to go out there and just be like, oh, well, we feel like losing today, right? I mean, that's not really a good mentality. I don't think they have that type of mentality, but they have to go out. They got to go out there, and Judge needs to get that ring, man. I mean, I love the MVP numbers. I love the MVP awards, but the ring, it's got to be a ring. And last year was the best time to do it, but unfortunately they faltered. But we got to focus on this year. Last year was in the past. You got to look at now. But yeah, this team needs to. They got to figure this crap out. They can't keep going down this road. But hopefully sooner rather than later. But at least, again, last night, at least the bats show that they're alive. They exist. They could make these comebacks. It was very encouraging to see. I mean, that was like the best offensive performance despite the loss as of recent. So, I'll take it. Well, it's not like the Mets are having fun right now. They haven't been playing good baseball. I mean, it seems like lately these some of these smaller teams have been making some waves. But anyway, folks, I am going to end the live stream here. I've been on for just over an hour, about an hour. But I do appreciate you all popping in, hanging out. Thank you to all the new subscribers. You guys and gals are the best. If you're new and you're watching this, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you all hit that like button on the way out. It does really help out the channel. It would mean the world to me. And hopefully I see you all for the play-by-play. I'll go live. I'm going to be live for that here in less than 20 minutes. So hopefully I see you all for the play-by-play. Let's hope the Yankees don't get swept. And let me just check. I'm going to end the poll right now. How many votes do we have? 59 votes. I'll go ahead and end the poll. And yeah, I had my cup of coffee. I've had my 2 cups of coffee there, Susan. I had my 2 cups of coffee. Let's see. Yankees. Yeah, 62% of you feel that the Yankees are going to get swept. The top fans of the chat. Oh, snap. Andrew Dang coming in at number 1. Katie at 2. Desiree at 3. Those are your top 3 in the chat. So thank you all very much. See you all for the play-by-play. Have a great night, everyone. And I may not go. I'm probably not going to go live tomorrow. I got some stuff going on. So if I don't see you, have a happy 4th. Be safe. All right. Be safe out there. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the 4th. Enjoy your time with the families. Sit back, relax. All right. And enjoy the day. Go outside, get some air. Touch some grass. All right, and enjoy the day. Hopefully it's a good day for all of you. Hopefully you get a nice long extended weekend. Thank you all very, very much. Happy 4th, everyone. And I'll see you all for the play-by-play. And as always, let's go Yankees.